After taking the interest quiz, I found that I am directive, innovative, and social. And this did not surprise me at all. I typically take on roles with greater responsibility in group projects and just other areas of life. So being directive is pretty well aligned with how I carry my life. Along with that, I do consider myself to be a problem solver, which aligns with innovative and I think also goes along with being directive. And then as for being social, I love communicating with my peers. For the last 2 years, I worked as a student athlete mentor at Guelph, so I spent a lot of time identifying problems for younger student athletes and helping them problem solve through their challenges in school, so I feel like all of those are well aligned for me. As for my ability test results, I received verbal, general learning ability, and clerical perception. As for being general and general learning, all of those make sense to me. The only thing that was a new term for me was clerical perception, which basically just means observing and proofreading to avoid errors, which does also seem well aligned for me. As for possible career paths, the only thing that was surprising for me was that based off of my abilities quiz, most of the options for me were careers in nursing, which I actually don't think would be very well aligned for me. I don't think I have the level of tolerance for sickness and germs to be a nurse. But I imagine that just because I selected problem solving for a lot of my answers as some of my strengths or things that I would choose, that they chose that for me. I also, off of my abilities quiz, I had a plethora of management positions such as marketing, business development, and information systems. All of those made sense to me and seem a lot more aligned with what I would think I would want to do for myself. And as for what I study economics, but I want a career in business more so than economics. So I have a certificate that I'm working towards in business as well. And then as for what I want to explore this semester, I think what would be most interesting for me is just to decide what careers are the most interesting to me. I have a bit of uncertainty in what I want to do, considering I don't really want a career in my actual major. So it would be really interesting to see if there's any career that I haven't looked at that I actually think would be really well aligned for me.